quick aside, I forgot to mention it, so I know where Jinx gonna insert this. I just realized it should have gone by the name Papa Scarf in that. So for those of you who are above 18, I now have a Twitter for the adult stuff, and it's called SilkScarfPH. You understand what the PH is, so check that out on Twitter if you're interested in just seeing the adult stuff. That's the way I'm gonna put it. And I'm just gonna put a video every Sunday, and I have all these games I can play. May as well play them, and yeah, that's it. Back to wherever the hell Jinx puts us. Quick vlog, no intro, let's go. Welcome everyone, it's Scarf here. Okay, so, quick vlog. Why? Because Scarf has Doom, and Scarf has Animal Crossing, and I want to play both those things. Obviously I can't play Doom at work, so I'm going to play Animal Crossing at work. Don't let anyone know at work. Okay, so, in case you did not know why you don't see the virus that much on YouTube, it's because YouTube made it that anyone who talks about the virus, specifically by name, and maybe even just saying virus, gets demonetized. Did you know that? Did you know that? Now you know that. Now, the reason for that is because of all the fake news that comes out. People just trying to make money on just saying salacious things. And so YouTube's like, whoa, we can't let that happen. So, no monetization. And so this does hurt people who are doing legitimate news about the coronavirus. I just name dropped it. We're going to be demonetized. Okay, so... yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, so, quick luck. Okay, we have Animal Crossing. I'm going to play Animal Crossing. Can't wait. So, my whole thing is, okay, there's only going to be one island, and I live with my family, so, like, my sister's going to want to play Animal Crossing. I know that much. You're going to have one island on your Switch, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll buy my sister a Switch. I'm like, no, I'm being a kid about this. It's okay if we can share islands. Whatever, that should be perfectly fine. And then I tell my sister, she's like, oh, buy me a Switch. I'm like, I'm not actually going to buy her a Switch, but that was the whole thing. Like, her birthday was earlier this month, and because of the virus, she got laid off her job. So yeah, that's plenty of, like, that sucks. So I'm willing to buy her a Switch, but she's like, also, you know, frugality, and she could use that money towards bills. That's why I'm not buying her a Switch. But, that was there for her if she wanted it, because, gaming's important to me, so of course I'm willing to buy my sister a Switch, so she can do something during the quarantine, also, since she doesn't have a job, which sucks. Yeah, so we're gonna see an island called Dreamland, and there's gonna be stuff I put in there, and whatever my sister puts in there. People can join and check out my island eventually, my island. Not yet, I gotta get it going and everything first. It's gonna be called Dreamland. I considered Popstar, but I feel like Dreamland my sister won't judge as much as Popstar. Because Popstar can mean other things. She doesn't know I like Kirby. Somehow. I'm looking around my room with bajillion Kirbys. She knows I like Kirby, but I don't think she knows what Dreamland is. My sister is a casual gamer. She's more of a puzzle player. Like, Animal Crossing is the game she plays, and Pikmin. And those are the only games she plays. That's all she plays. I had a 4-hour epic battle against her in Dr. Mario on the NES Online. Like, we do stuff like that. But she's never been like, gaming's what her thing is. Her thing is more the Kardashians. She likes reality TV and things like that. She's training for nursing. See how that goes with her. She's been management. She's also a trained chef and everything. Something I learned about chefs is a lot of chefs, they burn out on it through injury or just through stress. For her, it was a bit of both. She can't use her wrists all that well anymore from all the chopping. You know, chop, all that. That just works your wrists all day, and hers are done, so she can't do cooking anymore. Very unfortunate. She knows a lot of really good things, but she can't do it as much anymore because, well, she did it too much. Machinery breaks down. That's how it is. Speaking of machinery, I got 2 epidurals in my spine yesterday. That was fun. So for those of you who don't know how this works out, they stick a syringe into your spine, and that's what they do. That's what they do. And they did it twice. It went, that's what they did. They went to the L4, L5. And it feels like the dentist, in a way. It's a very sterilized room. Well, more sterile than dentistry, but a sterilized room. It's white, because it's always white. You can hear all the medical stuff going on. And you lay there. For me, you lay there. Of course, you lay back. This you lay forward. And the dentist's talking to you. This guy's talking to you, because they're going to do some pain to you. And so it's the same feeling, but in a different location. It might be different for you depending on your dentist, but for me, when I go to dentist, they put like a numbing agent on your mouth with a swab, and then they stick a needle in there for the anesthetic, and then they get to work. Same thing for the back. They put a numbing agent on the surface of your back, then they stick some numbing into your back, and then they go right on in. Now, here's the thing is, it wasn't enough at first. Try not moving when there's a needle in your spine and it hits a spot that should be numb. I moved for sure. I didn't go up. I just like, duh. I knew I couldn't move too much. These were gripped tight. It was like not great, but it was like, oh, okay, he's like, okay, I gotta put more numbing in there, so we got numbed up, and they just felt like pinches. Like those same pinches you feel at the dentist. That kind of thing. Like you can tell something's happening, and you can feel it, but not too much. That's what happened. And then my back was just numb for a couple hours. And here's a fun thing. I won't say too much, because it's TMI if I say too much, but you lose function where numbing happens. So that was fun. So I worked a grave right before this. This was at 7 in the morning. I worked a grave, tried to sleep. I got to sleep a little bit, and then I had to wake up. And then I got to sleep a little bit, and then I woke up. So yesterday was freaking rough. It was a rough day. I got maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep over the entire day. I kept trying to nap, and I just could not. That sucks. Then I got a full hour of sleep tonight, because I'm not working grave for a couple days. So good for me on that one. Interesting thing for California, we're on lockdown. Anyone over 60 in my job, they can't go to work just to be safe. We have a guy who's 59, so he's going to try to get a note so he cannot work either because Jesus. Don't want to risk him dying to the virus. And, yeah, things like that. So we're at half strength at my job, but we're still, all the shit are covered. Now, if one more person comes out, there's going to be a ton of overtime. So either we're going to see less of me, or I'm just still going to be here because I don't want to do that much overtime. We'll see. But money can be made right now. In my job, I have way too many people I'm looking at, like Twitter and friends and all these other things, where they don't have a job. Like I mentioned my sister, she's laid off. People without jobs right now. And it's going to be a very stressful time. Extremely stressful time. It's very unfortunate. Really sucks. Who knows how the economy is going to be going forward? Now, here's the thing. Lower class, middle class, upper class. You can't even talk about the upper class. They're just up there, out there, whatever. They're singing Imagine and getting trashed for it because they deserve to be. Because what do you think? What are you thinking? I get the intention, but what are you thinking? What are you thinking? That's tone deaf. That is tone deaf. So a bunch of celebrities led by Gal Gadot, they decided to sing Imagine. It's like, here's something to make everyone feel better out there. A bunch of celebrities singing Imagine. They'll like this. They'll appreciate this. Some people did, but no. It's really hard to really like celebrities right now when it's becoming more obvious how much they get compared to everyone else. They got tested, and their test results came out within hours. Sports teams keep getting tested. All these other things. All the people in the upper crust, they get the nice treatment for this virus, while the rest of us have to stay at home, and some of us who actually are sick have to wait days to get the results, while they have to wait hours. The US has really failed on this. Not great. It's not great. And we failed miserably in response to the virus. We were like, oh, maybe it won't be here. Maybe it's not going to be so bad. Maybe it won't. And then it's here, and now there's just a bunch of people who are disregarding it, going on spring break and stuff like that. I hope you all get it. I mean this with complete sincerity. Sometimes karma should happen. And I'm perfectly fine with the entire spring break crew getting it. And hopefully they don't get too many people killed spreading it over. That's the thing that's frustrating, is all these people are going out and don't care about the quarantine or any of that because, like, oh, so I'll get sick, whatever. It's not about you. It's about your grandparents. It's about any family members who have underlying conditions. That's what it's about. It's not about you. So it's very frustrating. But if they get sick, everyone else gets sick, and then people are going to get killed. So it's very frustrating. So it's very much a short-term catharsis of, I hope they all get sick, basically. And you know how catharsis is. Catharsis comes with a price. Whether you believe it or not, catharsis always comes with some price. And I want them all to be sick, but I don't want anyone to die from it, so fudge. Because F them. Honestly, F them. We're all quarantining it, and they're not. And that's not okay. We should have a lot more tests. People should be able to get tested and know what's up way sooner. Because if we knew who actually was sick, then the quarantine could be a lot different. And it could be more handled. The thing that's happening right now with China is they're like, we don't have it anymore. Like, we got it on lock. China's bigger than us. And if they got it on lock, why don't we have it on lock? That's a good question there. You could argue a bunch of different things. One is it's because they knew ahead of time, so maybe they were already working on it before it really got big. That's perfectly possible. Because they got whistleblowed about that a long time ago. They shut that guy down, and he's dead now, which is awful. But it's perfectly possible that they already were working on isolating Wuhan before it got big, and then they sealed the net. That or because China's China and they have control over their populace, once it broke, they just got complete control and they took care of that. While here, we have freedom, and with freedom means we get to not believe people. We get to not believe experts and all that stuff. So because of that, we get to go on spring break and spread it even further. That's what happens here. Also, when you have a dipshit for president who downplayed it for weeks, and he's like, oh, it's serious now, and I always knew it was serious. I don't know how you can be a Trump supporter and be okay with that. I don't know how you can be. Any Trump supporter who thinks Trump has been perfect, I don't think you live in reality. Now, if you're a Trump supporter who acknowledges he has faults, then yeah, okay, fine. I'll give you that. And you at least know he's got faults, and you still support him. Not cool with that either, but hey, at least you know he's got faults. Anyone who thinks he's perfect, I don't understand. Also known as I don't understand my father, and my older generation. That's what I don't understand. Older generation of my family thinks he's been handling this perfect. I don't know how. I don't know how anyone can get away with when they just downplayed it for weeks and it's like, oh, now it's serious. I don't know how you can get away with that when the video footage is right there. Did everyone see the softball question he got and he effed it up? What is going on? Like, he's been handling it so incorrectly. It's very frustrating. You can look at, every time he talks, you can look at any experts who are there and they're just stressing because it's like he's saying the wrong thing. You can see it on them. They're just so frustrated that they're trying their best and he's just undermining them. Every time Trump talks, the stock market's been going down. Confidence has been going down. But this week, because he's taking things more seriously, he went from 43% approval to 56% approval, I believe, right now, because he's actually handling the virus better at the moment. He wasn't last week, now he is. How easily opinions can change, and how bad we are at that. It's really weird how cancel culture is. They're like, we'll cancel you for bullshit you did years ago and take you down, but look at the bullshit happening now, and that's not going anywhere. It's very frustrating with that. End it with the nice stuff. Doom Eternal is really, really, really fun. I think some ideas they took from Doom are really good, and some of the changes they made, a little bit. It's still fun gameplay, but I think some things are not perfect, but I'm really enjoying the game. I think some of the things there's some things they took from Doom 1, for Doom 2016 that are good. There's some new things added that I like. I like the cheat codes and all that stuff. I like the extra lives. That's a funny thing, I think. I like it. Hidden things are easy to find. I think the one thing I don't really like is... What is it I don't like? Nothing. I think as I'm just still getting used to the game. I don't think I dislike it. I think it's just, right now, I don't fully comprehend how good it could be, I suppose. I'm enjoying it, but I think that's just it. This is just first impression. It's been really fun, but some things felt a little off, but for the most part, it's been really fun. The gameplay, the gunplay has been really good. I don't know what feels off about it, though. Something feels off, and I don't know what it is. But it's been really fun, so I don't understand what that is. Maybe it's because I had a lot of back pain yesterday. It's probably that. It's really got to be that. And just Dr. House in it. You can't be as happy as you want to be when you've got this happening, I suppose. Oh, it's going to take a week for that epidural to work, they said, because my back still hurts today. So I'm hoping it helps out. If it doesn't, then surgery's definitely going to happen. And Animal Crossing, haven't played it yet. Going to play it right after this recording. Can't wait for that. And yeah, so Animal Crossing time. I didn't show my shirt, did I? 64. Alright. See ya. And be safe out there.